Here with head football coach Steve Johnson. And Coach, coming into an exciting time here, you guys have begun spring practice and getting back to the gridiron, as you call it. Talk about the feeling that it is to get the guys back together after a pretty eventful 2014 season.
Yeah, the guys get ready for spring ball, and football has become, and maybe it always was, but football has become a year-round deal, and we had a little bit of disappointment at the end, maybe a lot of disappointment at the end, and that really spurred our guys on. It's really it's a little bit, sometimes it's a little bit easier. I don't know if that's the right word, but pretty motivated to get after it in the weight room, and the guys have just done an incredible job in there, and we've got size gains, strength gains that are fantastic. Coach Rick Meyer runs the program, and he's just got it all. He's physiologically sharp and a great motivator, and our guys care about each other a lot, love each other a lot, and that turns into enthusiasm and toughness. And so we're building trust, as that's what you do, and then you go into spring ball and you get to run around. We go out at Mounds View and at night because we got the lights, the turf, and the coaches are wanting to go to bed about then, but the guys are revved up and really going. And it's really the guys that you see really come on are the younger guys, and I don't really want to say too many just type things, but one guy would be Charles Johnson, wide receiver, comes in last year, really a athlete that's exciting, but he kind of we're teaching him to run a hitch route, and he's getting that down, and now he knows how to run a hitch route. So 5 months later he's like, wow. So the younger guys that have only had one camp and season under their belt, they really have the most to gain here, or the language and all those things. And I think for everybody involved, coaches included, we get to look at some things, try to speak the language as best we can to paint a picture to the guys so that they can execute.
Well, you talked about the motivation piece, and obviously that's a big deal, but you get to play under the lights at night on the Mounds View turf. That's motivating in and of itself, but you don't get to play with pads. You kind of this involuntary, you play with helmets, shorts, shirts. What can you do to motivate these guys to really get them in shape for next August when they come to camp?
Yeah, they have to motivate themselves. We have to have a concise plan that doesn't waste time, that is not soft, doesn't have softness in any way. In fact, we have to turn the lights off at a certain time, and that's when the real work begins as far as the conditioning, and the guys just take it seriously and they get after it. So it's voluntary, but the guys don't let it be voluntary. Where everybody is in the mix, and the excitement is for the game, because we've been away from it, but it's for each other. And our guys, we talk about that. Give your gifts away, give them away for free, and give them to us. And you're included in us, so get great. You know what I mean? And so as they move through, it's just a process that you get used to, and you kind of look at these young men to where they're 18 and 19, then they're 20, and then as they grow, it's like, whoa, you know what I mean? And that's really kind of a gratifying thing for a coach. But what it does to a group of guys that love each other, that trust each other, and they're building those things, that's what the magic is.
Well, in closing, another part of spring ball, obviously, is to see that next group of leaders step up. Obviously, you graduated a great group of seniors, but you also bring back a good class of seniors that bring a great deal of leadership. What's their role in spring ball, and how do they continue to prepare the way for what they're going to endure the next year?
Well, we have our seniors are our leadership, and we're not a real captain team. We just want our seniors to be our leadership group. But really, in essence, if your seniors are your only leaders, you're in trouble. If your coaches are your only coaches, you're in trouble, because we're all in this thing together. And so leaders are going to emerge in all the classes and all the positions, and those kind of things just happen. And that has to do with influence, and it has to do with the kind of juice we talk about. If everybody's kind of giving good juice, everybody's leading in some way or another, no matter what your status is or whatever. So those pieces are very critical, but it's almost easy right now because the excitement is so high.
Yeah.
And we're very serious about getting back to being that group of guys that we're really people hate to play us.
Well, Coach, appreciate the time, and it sounds like great news coming from spring camp, and we look forward to what's to come next fall.
What's next?
Thanks, Coach.